Greetings, Ian from RTO here. Welcome to Picks and Mix, where we have a different show every week on a Thursday. The second show is something different, and this week we're going for a trip down memory lane, which is all about the top 10 singles in the UK on the day that we do it. And today is the 26th of January. So we're going to look at the top 10 from 1961, 62 years ago. It sort of makes things scary, doesn't it? So, and it was actually on a Thursday. So this is one of those where it's exactly the same day as the chart. So we're always nice when that happens. So, any significant things happen on this day? Well, not really. I didn't find too much, but one was the first woman personal physician to a US president was appointed today, and it was Janet J.G. Trevell to John F. Kennedy. While here in the UK, our Prime Minister was Mr. Harold Macmillan, that went on to be Lord Stockton. And the generation, it was the baby boomer generation. A few facts about today. So what was in the chart 62 years ago? Well, at number 10, up 10 places, we have You're 16, You're Beautiful and You're Mine from Johnny Burnett. Actually a song written by the Sherman Brothers, and he got it was released in 1960 by them. This also was done by Ringo Starr, and in 1973 this version reached number 1 in the US. So yeah, I don't mind this. Actually peaked at number 3 here in the UK. I actually entered the charts in December 1960. Yeah, I prefer Ringo's version for some reason, but there you go. But it's a good little song. Okay then, coming in at number 9, up 9 places, for a song called Barona Serrera by Mr. Acapulco. I don't mind this. It's a bit of an oddball. Jazz. I love the double bass in this. This would peak at number 7, but a year later he had that massive hit with Stranger on the Shore. Yeah, it was a bit different. It just showed how diverse the music was in the 60s. Coming in at number 8, down 3 places, song from the Drifters, Save the Last Dance for Me. This song's actually written by Doc Pomus and Mort Schumann, and it was recorded by the Drifters with Benny King. It's been covered by loads of people, Dolly Parton, Michael Bublé, but this still remains a great song. I love this song. Peaked at number 2, was a big hit, number 1 in New Zealand, South Africa, America and Canada. Okay, number 7, down 3 places, Ventures and Perfida. Quite an old little tune this is. Big hit for Xavier Cugat on the Victor label back in 1940. What I've said about this, and there's 1 or 2 people, and I think including my brother and dad, said it's basically a rehash of Walk Don't Run. It's just got a different solo on it. Actually it was on its way down, peaked at number 4. So this was a bigger hit over here. It only got to number 15 in America. It's an alright track. I prefer Walk Don't Run. Okay, number 6, down 2 places. It's Cliff Richard and the Shadows, and I Love You. like this track. It's on its way down. It was Christmas number 1 of 1960, and it was still hanging around in the charts. I think this has got a great little guitar solo from Hank Marvin. Very catchy. Catchy tune, catchy words. One of Cliff's finest. Okay, number 5. Now this is another guitarist. It's another instrumental. It's up 4 places. And it's Pet P by Duane Eddy. That distinctive sound of the Gretsch guitar from Mr. Duane Eddy. Peaked at number 2. So it's on the up. It only got to number 18 in America. I like this track. I like Duane Eddy. I think he's a great guitar player. Has quite a few hits. We will be doing something on Duane Eddy, I'm sure, on the channel. Okay, then number 4. Up 2 places this week. For Counting Teardrops by Emily Ford and the Checkmates. One of his top 10 3 hits. Here in the UK, the main one being you've got Don't Tell Me Your Troubles and What Do You Want to Make Those Eyes at Me For. This one was actually backed as a double A side with White Christmas, which actually peaked at number 4, but they released it again as an A side, and it was doing well in the charts. Not one of my particular favourite songs by Emily Ford and the Checkmates, but it did rhyme. Okay, number 3, we had a non-mover from Matt Monro, Portrait of My Love. Nah, I've never liked this. Not a great fan of Matt Monro. I think the only song I really like by Matt Monro is From Russia with Love. This is as high as it got in the chart. In the UK, peaked at number 3. Okay, then number 2. Last week's number 1. Down 1 place then for Johnny Tilson and Poetry in Motion. Great little song from the 60s. Very catchy. A big hit as well in America. Got to number 2 in America. Pretty good song, and yeah, still reminds people's one of people's favourite songs from the 60s. So, what was number 1? Now, it came up 18 places in the charts, which back in them days you had to sell a lot of singles. There was none of this download streaming. It was all physical. Go out to the shop and pick a copy up. And it's Elvis Presley, Are You Lonesome Tonight? Classic song from the King. It just happened that, you know, a couple of weeks ago we lost his daughter, Lisa. I love this song. Big hit everywhere, wasn't it? All over Europe, number 1 in America, Canada, Australia, here, Belgium, New Zealand, South Africa. I love the bit when he talks. Oh, touches you just there. That's lovely words. And don't forget they did do the laughing version from the Vega. I think it was when he did his TV special. I like the laughing version, as I know a lot of people don't, because I think it's funny where he carries on like a true professional that Elvis was, and he still carried on with the fits of the giggles. So there we are, folks. That was the top 10, 62 years ago today. Okay, next week it's back to the we got a video review next week in the camera's eye. You'll find out what it is either while watching the little thing that comes up on a Friday morning or tuning into the live stream tonight. So that's all for today. I'll be back later with live stream 8 o'clock tonight. But if not, if you're not joining us for that, we'll be back here tomorrow, and it's a big day tomorrow, a super Friday for you. And we have got Extreme Live, their live albums. Then we've got a one-off album, and it's a thing that we did the Strawbs not so long ago, and I said we'd do the album called All Our Own Work, which was Sandy Denny and the Strawbs, so we're going to look at that tomorrow. And tomorrow we're looking at another nearly new album. Now this is an album that I didn't forget, but tomorrow the Smashing Pumpkins release Autumn Part Act 2, so we're going to have a look at Act 1. Act 3 comes out in April. So I thought I'd wait until now, do them together, so you got some sort of, so we can keep it nice and so everyone knows. So that's for tomorrow, and also just a quick reminder: Saturday, McCook and Skinner are at it again, and we're going to be looking at our favourite #1 albums from the 1980s. So have a great day, everybody. Enjoy what you're doing, and I will see you all tomorrow or at 8 p.m. tonight. Bye for now.